Hey everyone, welcome. Have you ever been in a conversation where you wanted to show someone that you don't just hear them, but you actually truly feel what they're saying? Well, today we're going to level up your English by mastering one simple phrase that will totally change how you connect with people.
So let's dive right in. You already know how to say I understand. It's one of the first things we all learn, and it's grammatically perfect. But, and this is the big question, how do you show you really get it? There's a huge gap between just, hearing the words and showing genuine empathy. So how do we cross that bridge?
Well, here it is. The key that unlocks that real connection. It's three simple, everyday words. I totally get it. This phrase might seem casual, but it is incredibly powerful. It's exactly what you need to close that gap and show someone you are right there with them in that moment.
So what is it about this little phrase that packs such a punch? To really get it, let's break it down. We're going to look at the anatomy of empathy and see exactly how this thing works. As you can see, it's a pretty simple structure. You've got I, that's you. You've got get, which means to understand, and it, which is, whatever the situation is. But the real magic, the secret ingredient here, is that word right in the middle.
Totally. This is the power word. It literally means completely, absolutely. When you add it to the phrase, you're not just saying you understand the facts. You're saying you understand on a much, much deeper level. It adds this amazing layer of sincerity and emphasis that just makes the other person feel truly heard.
Okay, so that's the theory. But theory is one thing, right? Let's put it into practice. We're going to look at a couple of real, everyday conversations to see how I totally get it builds connection instantly.
Okay, picture this. Your friend or your classmate says this to you. They're feeling overwhelmed and they're sharing that with you. Now, you could just say, I understand, and that would be okay. But watch what happens when we really level up our response.
See that? What a difference. I totally get it immediately makes them feel validated. And then, by adding that little bit about how you feel the same way, you've created an instant bond. You're not just listening anymore. You're in it together. You're sharing the experience.
All right, here's another one we can all relate to. Someone is sharing that they're anxious or nervous about something. It's a personal feeling, right? They might even feel a little silly saying it out loud. So your response here is really crucial.
This is just a perfect use of the phrase, I totally get it. Tells them, hey, your feelings are valid. They make sense. And then following up with, it's natural to feel that way? Wow, that just washes away any potential embarrassment and replaces it with comfort and support. It's so powerful.
So let's get to the heart of it. Why does this really matter? It's about understanding the huge difference that one little word, totally, can make. This isn't just about learning new vocabulary. It's about boosting your emotional intelligence in English.
This slide just lays it out so clearly. On one hand, I understand it's transactional. It's about processing information. The tone is neutral, almost detached. But I totally get it, that's relational. It's about sharing an emotion, feeling the situation with them. The tone is so much warmer, so much more empathetic. It's a real game changer.
So when should you pull this phrase out of your toolkit? Well, think about these situations. When you want to show strong agreement, maybe in a class debate. When a friend is sharing how they feel. When you need to confirm you've completely grasped a complex idea. Honestly, in almost any casual chat, it's a fantastic way to build rapport and just show that you are locked in and actively listening.
So, we've broken it down, we've seen it in action, and we've compared its impact. I think you totally get it now, right? So the only thing left to do is for you to start putting this powerful little tool into practice.
And so I'll leave you with this question to think about. Look back on a conversation you had this past week with a friend, a family member, anyone. Was there a moment where dropping in an I totally get it could have built a stronger connection or made someone feel just a little more supported? Think about it, and next time you have the chance, give it a try. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes.